Alright, we're gonna do a quick 3-loss run. See how far we can go before we lose 3 times. I have a short-term goal of let's get to Diamond 2. It really is pathetic that I haven't gone back to Legend yet. We're playing a Rogue. This'll work with a Rogue. This will be my 1-drop. This will be my 2-drop. Probably a 3-drop. But we'll see what Sweet goes down.
Let me work my magic.
He might be able to take me out with a backstab, but we will see. I'll have to blow that resource. I find that whenever we're dealing with, not very good. That's okay. Get that cooking. You know, whenever you're looking at strategy in any games, and this goes with problem solving in, you know, computer science as well, writing software, you know, we're solving all our problems in terms of the tools we have available to us, and we also have to, in this particular case, we have to think about what tools our opponent might have available to us. So I can think of this rogue opponent as kind of like a computer, and what things is he capable of doing. So chances are he has a 0 mana cost backstab in his hand that he didn't use. So maybe he doesn't have it because he just thought about trading the 2/1 Shadow for my 1/2. Probably should have done it. At some point I'm going to be able to buff him. Actually, right now I'm going to be able to buff him. Let's see. I buff him with this. I get a secret with this. Let's get a guaranteed buff. Oh, good. Alright, well, let's go face. And then we'll let him decide that he wants him to die. In general, if you're playing Hunter, and Rogue's kind of the same thing, so I'm up against the Rogue this time around. Unless you have a good reason to hit a minion, you want to just do damage to the opponent. Alright, self-sharpening swords could kind of go to, this is probably a weapon rogue, even though I saw some shamans. Or, I'm sorry, shamans, some stealth. You know, generally speaking, it's, both of these are pretty aggressive types. I can't control what he does, so all I can do is control what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and take out his 3/1.
Nothing but a bunch of big bears!
But ultimately, from a computer science perspective, like I tell my students in computer programming, is you kind of want to think about all this as algorithmic. You know, if I was writing a program to play this hunter for me, what would I make that program do under different circumstances? What's kind of the best play? And part of that is choice on an individual basis, right? But, you know, that's not always the case. Alright, let's see what we end up with here. So, you know what? I really like dropping him as soon as I can. Which do we do? Do we drop a secret and then kill him by hitting him for 2 and trading? Or do we just put somebody nasty out there that's going to be a little bit tough to kill? So he has 3/2 there. That'll do 4 damage to him. 3. So it'll take both of those guys to kill him. More than likely, he kills off this guy anyways. That's 3.
Quickly.
Let's get rid of the minion. Main reason I said that is this particular minion here, he reorders my deck, so I get my most expensive cards out first, or soon, And my most expensive is Dino Tor Bran, who's an 8-cost minion. So I can't play him for 2 more turns, I guess. What did it even get? Pack Tactics? Oh, I actually like Pack Tactics. Because he'll probably try to off me with his 5-2, unless he goes face. He'll probably go face, actually. If I was him, I'd go face. But I'll get a 3-3 copy. Ooh. 7-3. That seems scary. Alright, I got my 3-3 copy, which is good, because I'll be able to kill off with 7-3. That 7-3 is terrifying. So we'll go ahead and we will drop this. We'll drop this. What do we get there? Oh, good. But we are not letting a 7-3 live. So a 3-3 trade for a 7-3 is a good trade. Generally speaking. And this is just my strategy. So, you know, I'm not a, you know, I'm a top 5,000 in the region player generally, so not a top, you know, 100 player in the region. So I you know, take this for what it is. But you know, my strategy is minions are more important than your hero's health, unless your hero's health is at critical. So don't trade a minion unless you think it's worth it. Is the punchline. In that case, I had a 3-3 up against a 3-7 or a 7-3. That's a good trade. I'd rather not get cracked in the face 4-7. Alright, so this is a weapon rogue. So he's got these minions that build up his weapons. Got here. Attacks. Okay, so I won't get another attack there. Next turn I bring out T-Rex. Well, I have to kill that. We're not letting him add any more to his weapon. I really don't want that out yet. Alright, so chances are he's going 6-1 to the face, 3-1 to knock off this guy. I think I just get that Strider out. I mean, you know, you'd like to play that card. This is the card I just played, where if you have a secret in play, you get an extra 3-3 from it. You'd usually like to play that if you have at least one more secret in play, you know, out, so you get 2 of them, preferably 3 or 4 of them. But right now he's at 14 health. I'm currently showing 9, 10, 11 damage. I know I have 8 on deck unless he gets a taunt out there. I'm pretty decent on health. I presume I'm taking 6 to the face and this guy dies, so I'll have 3, 4, 5, and plus the 8. So I'll have 13 damage. He has 14 life, so that puts me into I'm in a decent aggressive position. Anybody who's online right now, start throwing some stuff in the chat. I keep glancing up there, I see nothing.
May I have this dance?
Of course he has a taunt. I hate taunts. Especially when I'm at this level of life. Oh, and he has Wind Fury? Oh, that's a ridiculous taunt. What is this card?
Quickly!
Charge, Divine Shield, Taunt, and Wind Fury? That's a pretty strong card. Hey. Okay, well, we gotta crack that.
Whatever the action is.
There.
It is wisdom you lack.
Yeah, I can't survive this. He's got me for 4. He can hit me with this guy, and then he can hit me with this sword. Where's the... It's hidden behind my, There we go.
Well fought. I can see.
That's okay. I don't mind losing games when it's like you know, a well-played competition. Rogues are strong right now. Hunters are pretty good. So I don't think it was a horrible matchup. And he beat me by a turn.
Rexa versus
And really, it was that legendary taunt he put out that made the difference. I pretty much had him down to 1 life on the next turn without the taunt. Alright, we got a Warlock. Hack. We'll get rid of the Unleash. Those aren't bad. I don't like this as a 1-drop, but hopefully we'll pull something else. It is interesting. Yeah, we did good. It is interesting that the Sharpshooter is considered such a powerful card. I mean, it's nice being able to aim my hero power, but I'm not sure that I value it as much as it seems to be online. He rarely seems to live more than 1 turn, so my strategy with him is almost to just drop him whenever it feels like I need to pick somebody off real quick with the expectation that he's probably kicking the bucket next turn. I like this. We'll go ahead and get our pack tactics out. Buff this guy. So far, pretty compatible moves. Alright. What do we got here? Well, I got 2 that I'm willing to spend out here. It's got to be building up to something. Warlocks are pretty decent class, and I'm assuming this is a Zoo Warlock. Why isn't anybody chatting? Hey! That hurt. That's fine. You're about to get 5 in the face. So I have lethal on him next turn. Almost have lethal on him this turn. Put this guy out there as a distraction. He can decide if he wants to try to... I mean, it really felt like kind of a waste of time, but for some reason they just like trying to kill this guy off as fast as he can.
There is so much untapped power in this world.
course it's the right way.
Impressive. You win this time.
I won one. I do have to say, Diamond 5 to Diamond 1 this season seems extra competitive. I moved from Diamond 5 to Diamond to Legend last season overnight. And I've been grinding it for over a week now. Oh my gosh, it is well over a week. Unfortunately, it's where the kind of the most serious players are, is the Diamond 5 to Diamond 1 grind. Once you hit Legend, unless you are, at least for me, let's say, I don't feel like I'm at the experience point where I can make a legitimate run into like top 100 Legend. So for me, once I hit Legend on a given month, that's the length of a season. Let's see, playing a mage, get rid of petting zoo, the rest of these look fine. Once I hit Legend, I really use that, the rest of that season for learning the rest of the meta, playing different decks and things like that. So I'm probably playing significantly more seriously between Diamond 5 and Diamond 1 than I am playing anything in Legend. I'll probably switch over to a Paladin deck or a Druid deck this season.
Let me work my magic.
I'm gonna do this. Somewhat crazy. I like tactics. Well, hold on. This is a mage. Lots of spells. Pressure plate makes sense.
Done.
Next turn, we'll drop Wriggling Horror. Buff them both. We should do. Well, we were gonna do. I still might drop the Horror. I can't buff two guys, but buff one or two. Pressure plate kills a random enemy minion whenever you take, whenever the opponent casts a spell. I'll get this built out. And being a mage, this is kind of what I was saying before, learning the meta and learning what your opponents might have is a pretty powerful thing. Let's see. So, here's a good example. So we have a mage that just cast a secret. I think this is probably the secret, what is that, Netherwind Portal, where if I cast a spell, he gets a minion. Alright, so I have a 4/3, he has a 4/3. This could also be an ice block. Now, realistically, I can take him out if I want. Chances are he's going to cast a spell next turn. So what I could do, well, here's the thing. This is the problem solving. If I put this out, and this secret is the Netherwind Portal, then, well, I can go ahead and attack it here. Well, let's just talk through it. And this secret is the Netherwind Portal, he's going to get a minion. So I can attack him, that's my plan anyways. Let's see what I get there. Okay, so we know it's not Ice Block. So it's one of his other things. In fact, now we pretty much know it is Netherwind Portal. So since it's Netherwind Portal, I'm going to not cast the spell. I'm going to do... hell. There's his Netherwind Portal. Oh, it's a counter spell. Which one did I get? Pack Tactics, that's fine.
What makes something real?
Counter spell is the one I don't necessarily think about very often, but it's also probably the one that's most annoying. Alright, at least I get a 3/3 out of that.
Let me work my magic.
Alright, So who's real? 3-2 or 3-6? 3-2 is the fake one. But unfortunately, I don't have a good way of getting it yet. We're definitely going to do this. Let's get an explosive trap. That would be great. That's not what we got. Alright, well, we're going to take it out. Pretty sure this is the fake guy, so whoever he attacks, he's dying regardless, but both of these dudes can kill him. This is his real dude, who also... If they can buff him, he gets to be resummoned, so I don't think a priest has much to buff him. Let's see what happens. Give me some snakes. That guy dies anyways, so we won't even know whether he was... Well, we will know whether he was the fake one or not, because he's going to live here. Yeah.
What once was cloudy shall become clear.
Why is he a legendary? Let's see, so I can do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, he's dead. There you go. We lost. Is there really nobody chatting right now? Or is my stream broken? No, I'm on. That's okay. I'm happy talking to myself. Yeah, so what I kind of say to my students is, just from a computer programming perspective, I have a PhD in computer science, and I've been teaching computer science for 21 years. Is, you know, when we're solving problems, there's more than one way to solve that problem, but we want to think about kind of what's the right approach given the circumstances. You know, if you're writing a video game, speed is going to be the utmost importance, so we, you know, might take out some, you know, better coding practices or something like that. Now let's see, we got Warlock, no to the traps. I don't hate this guy, but he's not a good one drop. I'm gonna dump him. We'll draw into him and see what happens. I'll keep the animal companion, that's good enough. Alright, good. So warlocks are gonna typically, you know what? I'm actually gonna coin and pull this. Good, we got the bunny. I only have 2 beasts in this deck, so whenever I see the card here that allows me to draw a beast and give it 2/2, probably want to take advantage of it. Actually, I only have 1 beast in the deck, so I actually could have predicted that's who was going to come out because the other one's here in my hand. Space Stalker. So next turn we will put out these 2 dudes. At least as of right now.
Agony goes a long way.
Yeah. What you gonna like? I'm gonna go ahead and just hit him out. And we'll sit on that for next turn. I typically don't like buffing somebody until I'm actually gonna use it. Otherwise, you just bring attention to a minion that you expect them to kill.
possibilities. Hop in, the pit is churning.
Hey. I'm not a fan of how fast the Zulu Warlock is moving. What do we get? You can make him a 4/4, and then he'll survive. That. No, we can kill him there. And I'm actually gonna buff him.
Your tour ends here.
Because this 4/1 is gonna be a pretty enticing target right now. So I'll just have this 3/3 over there chilling. Hopefully pecking away with some damage. So the assumption we should make here playing against what appears to be a Zoo Warlock is that he's going to have a pretty steady stream of minions coming out. And even if I keep killing off his minions, he's going to have more. You can keep raising them from the dead and things like that. So I have to look at every opportunity possible to hit him in the face that doesn't end up being stupid. Alright, so we're going to hit him for 5 in the face here. I'm going to drop this guy. I already have a 3 attack here. I'm going to kill this guy. I'll hit him in the face here. And we'll crack him for 7. 2 there and 5. Okay, so that was a pretty strong turn. Because we hit him in the face for 7, 8, 9. And killed off a minion. That was the whole reason I used... is he still on the tour guide there, which gives me a free hero power, and I just sit on it. I wait for it so I can drop this card on turn 4.
And you were just
Otherwise, I have to wait till turn 6, where I can drop him plus 2 damage for my hero power. Okay, this guy pretty much made me trade here. But we're going to see something. Best way of getting explosive trap. We go here. Go to the face. Explosive trap would be nice. And I didn't get it. You know what? Misdirection isn't horrible. I'm gonna go at his face. One of those guys is gonna go at the my hero, and I'm hoping they either kill each other or just hit the hero back in the face. Any way you cut it, they should not hit me
a
in the
little
face.
agony goes a long way.
Oh, good. Let's see where he goes. How about 6 to the face? That'd be great. Okay. There we go. That really would have been nice. I love when guys kill themselves. Typically, I don't like misdirection. It's too random. That's what a lot of people say about Hearthstone, is it's they don't like it because skill only takes you so far. There is just a level of randomness that just kind of comes with the fact that it's built for video games first, whereas something like Magic the Gathering was a physical card game first, so there's just different decision making there. I was a big fan of Magic. I'm still a big fan of Magic. I enjoy Hearthstone more because I can sit here at home and play against real human opponents without going and finding real human opponents someplace else. So there's a level of convenience that just exists doing that. So, but with that comes this, assumption that there's going to be some level of randomness. So, that was a good example of it. Misdirection just says, look, guy's attacking my hero's face. I'm going to misdirect him someplace else. It could be into one of my other minions. It could be into one of his minions. It could be into his hero's face. Alright, so we got a shaman. Frankly, you know what? I haven't seen a lot of evolved shamans recently. This is actually a decent draw. We'll have to see if I actually get a 1-drop, but the rest of it looks pretty solid. I actually don't even know why we don't see evolved shamans right now. Alright, do I coin into something? Ooh, I kind of like that. If I coin into that, he hits me, he runs to his death, I live, he dies, and this guy's buffed. So let's at least give ourselves the chance. If he doesn't do that, I can kill him on the next turn and buff my, what does he get, a +2? Yeah, every time he takes damage, he gets +2. So if I kill him, he'd be a 4-1. If he kills me, he attacks me. Alright, this is definitely has to be some form of evolved shaman. Alright, well there's your answer. Let's see, I can do a 2. That doesn't really give you where I want to go. I was gonna buff him. Oh hell. Buff him. Kinda almost went against my policy from earlier. What does this guy do? Turn, deal 1 damage to another random friendly minion. Spitting camel. Okay. Hit him in the face with this. Yeah, like earlier, I mean, it would have been easy for me to say, let's trade this and get him off the table, but hell, I'm all about killing this guy quick. If he wants me dead, he can make me dead, and this guy's got taunt, so he's got to go through me anyways. So I might as well plank him for 5 for my trouble. You know, you do take a little bit of risk with shamans in that they do have abilities to evolve their minions. So this guy who's 2-4 right now with, you know, 1 card could become something significantly more dangerous, but the correct move as a hunter is, unless you have a great reason to kill off a minion, and this guy isn't overly dangerous, you go for the face. Okay, so that was a good drop. He was able to keep his 2-4 alive and still kill my guy. A little bit unfortunate. But I kill that 2-3 of my 1. He's killing up his own people. Which is pretty funny. I'm always nervous with shamans. These are weird cards. I don't know if I've seen that camel card. It might be a new card, or just this guy is playing an unorthodox deck. Here. We might regret this later, but I think cool kids would go face and trade. Because a 2-3 just isn't that dangerous. I maybe even should have just gone to the face with the 1, even though that's not that much damage. It is 1 damage, and this camel probably would have killed off his partner there in the next turn. Baseball gear. I just saw somebody come on. So, I only just started playing. I had a golf simulator league this afternoon. I'm a pretty avid golfer, and even though it's winter in Wisconsin right now, we had our league. I played all right in league. Had a couple of cocktails, and so now I'm gonna stream for a bit before dinner. I'll probably be streaming for a good portion of this evening, as long as I'm not bugging my wife. Let's see. How about this? That and explosive trap. Big money, big money. That will kill off his next minion, and we're about to take 4 to the face. I don't know. My win rate's been all over the place kind of today. I mean, don't look at this 3-3 in the bottom right because I played a bunch of my iPad and stuff. You know, I had a pretty good run this morning. I got to Diamond 2 stars. I was saying earlier in the stream that it's really kind of ridiculous right now how much of a grind Diamond 5 to Diamond 1 is. I mean, not that I'm the best player in the world, but I think I'm pretty solidly in, you know, in legend rank. And this month, the decks are just very unbalanced, it feels. I kind of don't want to kill him because I want him to keep killing off his other people. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, let's get this guy out. Let's get this guy out. Going on the free whatever. One of them will probably kill me. Let's get that guy out. And let's just be confident that we'll get an explosive trap. And, oh, pack tactics. I'll take pack tactics. We'll turn one of these guys into an extra 3-3. I'm good with that. Yeah, I'm just down in the living room right now. My wife gets off, well, looks like she got off like 20 minutes ago, but she's in a meeting. So whenever she comes down and starts doing her thing, I'll probably stop streaming. But I might get back on later. My intention here was just to do a quick 3-loss stream, you know, play until I lose 3 games. I'm not loving this setup so far. This isn't that dangerous yet. Bring Zephyrus out. Let's just play him off. I mean, I'd rather wait till I'm actually in trouble for Zephyrus. Zephyrus, 2 mana, I don't have duplicates, which I don't. You do need to be careful though if you're playing against Bomb Warrior, who puts bombs into your deck. After you get the second bomb, now you have duplicates. Zephyrus doesn't work. He's just a random 3-2 Joe. Alright, well he just pulled his weapon. There's Foxpine Knuckles, or he's going to evolve them. I'm probably going to have to use Zephyrus here in the next turn. I don't even know if I'd call this an evolved druid though. I mean, this is... And who's this guy? Play 1 cost minion, give it +1 attack and rush. I don't think he would pick that guy. Alright, so I have a 1/6 and a 3/2. Let's see what Zephyrus gives me with 5 mana. I got Doomhander, I got a big taunt. Destroying the weapon's not a horrible idea. I mean, I probably would prefer him not to evolve much more. This 1/6 isn't overly concerning to me. I'm gonna actually do that. Let's get rid of this weapon. Oh yeah, I got a card. I wasn't even paying attention to the card. Okay. Okay, so you bought into this crypto called the Graph, but are you buying into it as a investment, or are you buying into it because you believe in the technology and think it's a worthwhile investment, even if you don't necessarily make a bunch of money off of it? What's your premise behind the investment? Obelisk as a wasted card because I don't have any more dudes. I can get 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. 18. He is dead. Pluck. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, I'm still pretty heavily in Ripple as I believe in the technology. I mean, if I make dollars, that's fine. I mean, I was big into Bitcoin a while ago. I sold off all my Bitcoins in its first big bump. I sold off around when it was like at 14,000 or something like that. No regrets. I mean, I'm a pretty practical, pragmatic person. So it's like, look, if you can make the money off an investment that you're happy with, even if you could have made more, you know, hindsight's always 20/20. You could have also made less. I just cashed out of all my Ethereum yesterday. Is it going to keep going up? My brother thinks so. I maybe even think maybe, but I'm pretty happy with the return based on what I put into it. So I'm sitting pretty on the sidelines, and if it makes a run for something ridiculous, I can just say, oh, well, I wish I had stayed in, but I'm not going to be disappointed. But out of all the technologies, Ripple is the one that I feel has a practical use. XRP is the ticker for it. And I mean, one of the main reasons I see it as having a very practical use is, as a professor, I have a lot of international students, especially in my graduate program. And, you know, you see a lot of these Indian students, they try to send money back home to their families because they, even working, you know, not great jobs in the United States, they're still making substantially more money than they would make in India. And there really isn't a good way of sending money back to India. You have to go through these third-party people that may or may not steal your money to turn US dollars into rupees.